Labour MPs open revolt. It's good to see some MPs finally taking a stand on the Labour benches against the cancellation of the elections for millions of people. The elections, of course, were supposed to take place, having been cancelled once already. They said they were cancelling those local elections earlier this year to allow for the mayoral contest to take place at the same time as the next elections in May 2026. Now, of course, the government are trying to renege on that. Jim McMahon, Labour MP, happily spoke out against his own shitty party.
Jim McMahon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I need to be blunt, as I usually am. We need to be better than this. Local leaders across the political spectrum worked in good faith. They put aside self-interest and differences, and they did everything asked of them to secure a better settlement for the people that they represent. They reasonably expected the government to do the same. The postponed elections last year were to allow these mayoral elections to be agreed, to be consulted on, for the statutory test to be met, for funding to be confirmed, all of which was done, with just the legislation being laid for the May 26 polling day. That's why Labour and other parties have already selected their candidates. The government had a moral and a legal obligation to honour its side of the bargain. Following a statutory process, all involved had a reasonable expectation that these elections would go ahead. And the government knows that trust is hard won, but it's easily squandered.
And to be fair to him, he's speaking about all parties. He's saying they've all got candidates together, all different local authorities kept their end of the bargain, and now Labour are reneging on what they were supposed to have done. He went on to say, we need to be better than this. We worked in good faith. We expected the government to do the same. But the government, of course, are happy for these elections to be cancelled. They are enthusiastic about it. And by the way, some Tories are very happy about it as well, because the Tory party have refused to join Reform UK in their judicial review into cancelling these elections, because the Tories know they're going to get wiped out by Reform UK as well. Only twice in our history have local elections ever been cancelled. Once during COVID, and the time before that was during the Second World War. To my knowledge, there is no mass illness sweeping around this country at the moment, other than maybe the common cold or the winter flu, which is a yearly thing anyway, and we certainly are not at war. There is no justifiable reason for having your votes taken away. And what you should be doing really is cancelling your council tax until these people give you a vote. The second that your vote is taken away on May the 7th, 2026, these people are no longer elected. They have done their term, their 5 years as councillors. If they wish to continue, they must be re-elected again. They are effectively just squatters after their term ends, unless they stand for election again. As I keep repeating on this channel, no taxation without representation. But these people want you to keep paying their tax, paying their expenses, but they're not willing to put their necks on the line and go and speak to the public and say, do you still want me or not? Because they know the answer. You don't want them, and they're terrified of you.